We've created a fictional concert. Here we have an image of the concert soloist, the one and only Hilary Hahn, and we have her gorgeous photo paired with the title of the concert. There is text overlay of the performance, the date and time. The copy is an overview of the program. Now, we know this is a pretty standard ad formula for almost every orchestra, and we see this particular pairing of guest artist and concert title constantly. But in an age where, again, there is no shortage of curated content, the simple truth is that most users are going to scroll right past an ad that just says what something is, and it doesn't clearly convey information or value, and it doesn't have an element of personalization. So let's consider a few adjustments to improve this ad, starting with clarity. I'm bringing up one of my biggest pet peeves, which is inaccurate title and image pairings. If this was a real performance, Hilary Hahn would not be performing on Daphnis and Chloe. She'd be playing a concerto, and that's it. As a musician, just to be blunt, this pairing comes off a little bit as a lack of attention to detail, because every person on your stage can tell you in the blink of an eye what piece or composer on a program a soloist is associated with. So keeping that consistency throughout messaging, it's really crucial to avoid any confusion for your audiences, and also to make your materials easy to understand at a quick glance.
Right. And the next thing we also need to realize is that this is just one ad. If this were a campaign and this was the only ad that represented this concert, we would be missing out on a lot of potential opportunities. And a lot of organizations are still operating with this mindset of one concert means that I have to make one or maybe two ads if I have the time. But we know from Meta that volume of ads is no longer a bonus. It is a requirement. With the integration of Meta's relatively newer AI system called Andromeda, we need to fuel Meta with more ads to serve out, because then it will have the freedom to start experimenting with reaching newer audiences. But I understand that could be very daunting. At my previous job, I remember being so under the wire for every ad I had to deliver that most of my ads just ended up being a headshot of the upcoming performer and some slightly reworked copy from the already approved website blurb. But again, the issue with this is that I was really limiting my audience. Meta is going to serve that ad out to people that have historically engaged with those types of ads in the past, and might not serve out to more people than that just small group. And regardless of Meta's AI systems, that one ad just simply might not resonate with the potential audience members that have never been to an orchestral concert before, or the ones that are just looking for a night out but don't particularly care about what's being performed on stage. So if I were to diversify my creative, then I would have the potential to reach many more audiences. So remember, one concert no longer equals one ad. We're just limiting our audiences too much by doing so. We need multiple angles to bring people in, not just about the music, but also about the reasons why our potential audience member might come to your show.
Mm-hmm. And we understand you're going to keep creating ads that have this general feel, but we want to collectively make a pact right here and right now to always move forward with the audience in mind. And that means no more mismatched title photo pairings. And consider to start making more than one ad per concert. So here are two quick examples of what you can do instead.
Okay, so first on the left here, we have a title that now actually aligns with the image. So we've already started moving toward greater clarity in the campaign. In the copy here, we lead with a strong scroll-stopping hook by highlighting Hilary Hahn as a 3-time Grammy Award winner. And you'll notice that we don't even mention Daphnis and Chloe in the ad, and that's really okay. This particular piece of content is focused on audiences who are most likely to respond to Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto being performed by Hilary Hahn. If that catches their attention and encourages them to click through, great. They'll then discover the full program and the additional works being performed. Again, this goes back to the idea that not every ad needs to communicate every single detail. This ad has a very specific job: attract the audience most likely to connect with this particular angle of the program.
And the second post focuses on the Ravel, but instead of pairing the concert title with an image of the composer, we did a quick search of public domain images and found this beautiful painting of the set design for the world premiere of the ballet that this music was originally composed for. So this is a perfect pairing because it's representative of the piece, it's visually striking, and it also helps us decide on our copy angle, which focuses on how immersive and ethereal this music is. Hearing this music live is like the moment in Wizard of Oz where Dorothy steps out of black and white and into Technicolor. It's just, there's nothing like it. Not every piece is going to have associated public domain imagery, but you can pick and choose which concerts might be worth even creating customized art for that can be used across all of your marketing for that performance. So we're off to a good start by ensuring basic ads have clarity and convey the most important information in an easy to understand format. But there are so many more opportunities to create engaging content that really makes a difference in your bottom line.